Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and doing a little bit of a later night recording because I crashed hard the other day and really didn't wake up until, well, feasibly, I was just about ready to go to work, but I'm gonna hit myself for this one. I'm legitimately going to slap the crap out of myself for this one, but in an attempt to, of course, please my audience, I am going to try a run with basically 2 Arcana that have me jump and sit still in the air for a while. Like, real honestly, I kind of forgot the name of the commenter who wanted me to do this, so I apologize for that. I probably should have looked it up before I started recording. Hold on. Oh, pardon me. But the idea is, they wanted me to do a run that used both the new Chaos Arcana and Heroic Maelstrom. And I'm not gonna lie, I get the feeling I am going to hate this. Like, I've already said many times how I feel about the Arcana that are basically just jumping straight up into the air and just performing an attack straight beneath you. But now having to essentially do 2 of those, I don't know. Like, I really get the feeling that this isn't going to go well. But I am going to try it, mostly because I do care about my audience and I want to at least act like I can get through any run. But make no mistake, I am not thinking I'm going to get through this one. So we'll see. I know I just came off as being very pessimistic, but we'll see what I can do. I'm not going to turn down Flame Cleaver. Now, I've already mentioned this before, but probably one of the biggest reasons why I don't like the Arcana that basically have you jump straight up into the air and attack beneath you is that, and I'm going to put a little bit more detail into the reasoning this time than I did last time I talked about this. Basically, it leaves you as a sitting duck. Hold on while I take care of a little business here. Alright, so the reason why I like the Arcana is because they not only have that moment of invulnerability when you're up in the air, but they also... Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. Not taking Lace Lightning, though. So, This is a maybe, because I don't know, I'm kind of back and forth on that one in my brain. Because, yeah, it won't be great against Zeal, but it'll be wonderful against Shu. But when I already have essentially 2 melee Arcana, do I really want to do more? But, so to finish what I was saying, with the regular jump Arcana, they not only give you that moment of invulnerability when you're in the air, but they're also continuing to make you move, which means that enemies need to continue to follow you, they need to readjust and essentially re-aim in order to reach you and do what they're trying to do. When you're using the ones that essentially have you jump in place, they don't have to move, they don't have to reposition. For the most part, they already have you. They already have you dead to rights. All they have to do is wait for you to come down. Which, yeah, of course, that's not something that they're actually necessarily doing straight up. But make no mistake, especially if it's like a Lancer or an Archer, there's really very little reason to think that they aren't just going to take advantage of you, just going, So, you'll have to forgive me if I'm a little negative on the potential outcome of this one. But I did just have a bowl of ice cream, and that makes me feel a little better. Chocolate chip cookie dough, in case you want to know. And that would be the other problem with these, is that the large enemies that are essentially immune to knockback, they don't care about those. They'll just stand there through it and then hit you when you come back down. Now, that having been said, I'm aware that I'm kind of stoking flames a little bit, because my opinion of the Arcana that holds you still as you just jump straight up into the air is apparently the minority opinion. Which, I mean, it would be nice if at least one person agreed with me, but apparently, at least according to all of the comments I've gotten about these so far, apparently I'm very much in the minority on this. I didn't necessarily think I was. Like, I thought for sure that at least one person would be like, yeah, he's kind of got a point at least, but no, apparently everyone thinks that I'm wrong here, and I'm not sure if that's just a false perception, or if everyone's really going, yeah, Dark Sage, you're kind of retarded. But it's kind of rare that I don't have, like, any agreement on this at all. Like, the ones that have you just jump straight up into the air and leave you, at least in my opinion, leave you so vulnerable that I just don't really consider them to be worth using. Even as interesting as this little combo I have going is, it's not one that I'm necessarily, like, going crazy to use again. Though it does make me feel a little bit better to know that Astral Dissonance isn't necessarily one of the ones that has you just jump straight up, but it does hold you in the air for a while, and that has some of its own problems attached to it. So you'll have to forgive me on this one, but I think I'd rather like just the regular old jump ones, the blazing bolt, the seismic entry, the binary splashdown. I like those much better. But since I am very much in the minority on that, it does behoove me to ask, what about these Arcana am I missing? Because if I really am the stupid one, then... Oops. I made a stupid. Then it would be in my better interest to understand why. Like maybe I'm the dumb one because I've judged too early and unfairly. Though because I have been playing this game, since the day it first came out, I'm not entirely sure I believe that myself. That didn't work out so well. That absolutely did not work out at all. Okay, so that's 2 multi-use projectile Arcana. I'm certainly not complaining about that. Though I'm probably going to want to replace Earthquake Axe before I get to Shu, since it's probably not going to do a whole lot against him. Go away. Good bird. What you doing, buddy? Here's my little green friend. Little green friend going to get a snack. Ha! Okay, the new way Earthquake Axe behaves is actually kind of nice. I can dig it. Okay, Sleepy Thunderstone is really pulling its weight. I can really get down with this. Ugh, pardon me. Alright. Sorry, I'm a little quiet right now, mostly because I'm really trying to focus on not getting myself just absolutely destroyed. Alright, so... Oh, wait! I already have the Wanderer's Mechanism. I can just grab that and not have to worry about it. But Adorable Mimic does generally help out my run so much. I'm actually a little bit torn. Normally I'm real quick to take the Perfect Time Crystal. And actually, because I have the bunny ears, I should just go with Perfect Time Crystal, because that could potentially lead to a third jump in a row, which could be a huge bonus. And so long as we're building a run that's all about signature, why not? I'm really digging new Earthquake Axe. There you go, there's really no reason not to do that. And yeah, it's gonna eat it ate up most of my money, but Frost Scimitar is just so good. Alright, that's about it for that. Let's go ahead and hit the boss room now. So, to reiterate, the problem that I have with... I mean, this isn't just like these two Arcana, it's like with Heroic Blaze, well, I guess both Heroic Blaze and... So the two Heroic jumps. Okay, you need to go away. God damn it. Is that they hold you in the air for long periods of time, and they don't let you move while you're there, essentially making you a sitting duck. And those of you who have seen my playstyle know that I am not the sort of person that likes to put a ton of risk into what I'm doing. I like what I'm doing to be consistent, and I like to be prepared for most situations. We're gonna do this just so that it adds up on the Ancient Fountain. So, for me, having that inconsistency where I could be just slapped down because the enemy is essentially just tanked my attack and then slapped me the moment I hit the ground, that is a problem that I do not like to have to deal with. But again, I'm very clearly in the minority of thought process on that, so maybe someone else has discovered something about this about this little subclass of Jump Arcana that I haven't. And see, that's the kind of thing I was talking about right there. Thank you, Earthquake Axe. Despite all of that, I can see why people like it. This class of Arcana does make you feel pretty good when you use it to evade an enemy attack and then punish them for charging in at you. But to me, that's not enough to make up for the enemies that can just wait you out just outside of your range and then punish you with an arrow or a fireball or what have you. Or I guess to put it a more interesting way, you remember the Friday nights, I remember the Monday mornings. Hopefully some of you at least somewhat understand that reference. What I'm trying to say is you remember the good that these Arcana bring you. I tend to remember the bad. And I'm sure that there are some people that are going to be like, oh, that's a really negative and unfortunate way of looking at that. To which I would say, maybe. But it's also a very realistic way of looking at it. Basically, I have my own playstyle that's been built up over a long time of play. And for me, that playstyle has been very effective. And I hope I've shown over the time I've been recording and playing this game for an audience on YouTube that I've shown that I can that I'm a sleepy boy. And hopefully that point has been gotten across. Yay, I'm smart. Surefire Rocket has definitely given this run a little bit more kick. I mean, I can't really imagine what that's going to do for me, but I mean, Alright, Boots of Celerity. Oh yeah, those actually can help. Okay, nothing here that I think is really going to be all that great, but again, I did have a lot of fun with Soaring Ivy. I like the idea of my critical hit rate improving, but let me wait and see if that's a good idea or not. I'd like to point out that as of the time of the recording of this video, it is almost 1 a.m. So like I said, I'm doing this after work because that's basically when I had time. Oh, so many things that... Wait. Wow, they made that expensive. But to be fair, it is a full health restore, so I kinda get it. But I think Gloves of Gambit is the right choice, because that will also affect Astral Dissonance. There we go. I think what's really making this run right now is Perfect Time Crystal plus Surefire Rocket. But remember what I said before. I like things that are consistent, and it's hard to be much more consistent than Surefire Rocket. I'm stupid. Alright, so I don't think there's any real reason to go explore the rest of the floor. I am going to go ahead and pay for the upgrade, though. Ooh, Chakra Locket. I think I accidentally called that the Chakra Necklace before, so oopsie. So my biggest problem with these sit still Arcana, or sit still in midair Arcana having been spoken for, I once again want to leave it to you guys to start an open discussion about this, because like I said, I could be just very, very stupid, and it wouldn't surprise me. And it's not like every opinion I've had on every Arcana has always been 100% correct. Thank you, Evasion Chance. You are my friend. Thunder Drop. There's another aerial Arcana that I kind of like. But again, it's just a very consistent Arcana. Ah, screw it. Yeah, I had no idea that there was even enemies up there. The idea that that worked out is actually kind of funny. Well, I mean, you know I have to have that. And that answers another question. The Chakra Locket and the Jeweled Tiara do not bundle up. Which, again, that's fine. I have no problem with that. But I wonder if the multiple stones bundle up. And I'll be able to find out after I get some more money. Okay, that was my own fault. There we go. And I have 92 or 93% of the level covered. Can almost go back and grab that Lotus Frost Stone. Alright, and now I can go get it. So let's see if they stack. Power Stone pack, nice. I love it. Alright, don't really have a use for that though, so I'm just going to leave that there. Everything else I have so far has been real nice. Except for the poem of Fiery Rhyme, well, I didn't even have the full poem, just the stanza of Flames. It's not really helping me that much. Because all it's doing is making it so that an Arcana that was already causing burning, causes burning. That did not work. Oh, I hate you. Oh, god damn it. And I don't want to change my dash. So we move on. Excuse me, you little bastard. Stop shooting crap at me. That Surefire Rocket plus Perfect Time Crystal is just it's doing all the work. Let's be fair. Those two are doing all the work. Oh, and here we go. Okay, so that actually was worth it. And no, we're not going to take on Super Saiyan Sura, not with this build. But Dark Sage, you're actually doing just fine with that build. Why do you have so many problems? Mostly it's a matter of I don't feel like I'm properly prepared. Perfect Time Crystal and Surefire Rocket just getting work done. Alright, that actually ended up being quite the interesting run. And mostly due to the Perfect Time Crystal and the Surefire Rocket. Now, maybe the difference in how things went this time was mostly based upon the idea that... Oh, hey, hold on. We have ourselves another Chaos Arcana. Let's see what we got. Quantum Edge? That sounds interesting. It may also be yet another contender for this sword run. Does the Great Swordsman build have another tool, perhaps? But no, I will say that I do feel as though Astral Dissonance and Heroic Maelstrom went well together. Just like how I will definitely say that Tearing Whirlwind and Heroic Blaze go well together. I don't think they necessarily are great apart, but they go well together. And especially when coupled with the bunny ears, I'd say that this combo actually does have quite a bit of merit. Now, that having been said, I do feel as though the true MVPs of this run were the Perfect Time Crystal and the Surefire Rocket. Those two, in conjunction with the Ancient Fountain Pen, I think definitely carried this run a lot heavier than even I'm willing to give it credit for. Like, it was like, no, it was all about me. No, it was definitely about spamming that Astral Dissonance signature, let's be fair. But you know what? That was fun, and I'm totally okay with that, so... I might not have been too keen on the run to begin with, but you know what? I had fun with it, so thank you for suggesting that. We also now know that Jade's Jewel Tiara and Jade's Chakra Locket don't bundle up. And the magical stones, when they bundle up, apparently you put them in a goddamn Ziploc baggie, and you bring them with you as if you were bringing with you a goddamn sandwich to work. But that's enough for me. Thank you guys very much for watching. This was more fun than I thought it was going to be, and I'm glad I picked it up and learned something. If you're liking what you're seeing, then, you know, like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, hit me up on social media where I tend to be doing a lot of stuff, including the Wizard of Metal, the series where I take a particular metal song, I attempt to make a theme run build out of it while discussing the history of the song, its lyrical meaning, and if there's something to talk about with the band, talk about that too. Basically, I deep dive a song and a band while playing Wizard of Legend. I really enjoy it. I think it's really fucking neat, and I hope you guys really like it too. So I'm rambling at this point, so thank you for spending your free time with me. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you